All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're up here at Jimmy Britt right here in Statesboro, Georgia. Love these guys up here. Yes, it is raining. We got production to do. We got videos to make, and rain's just one of those kind of deals. It's been raining for days. I got to make some videos. When you're putting out 2 or 3 videos every single day, you don't get to stop for the weather. So we're out here getting her done. Here, take a look at this. Check that out. Hurricane, Ram 1500 Hurricane in this thing. Looks amazing. No bed package in it, but dual exhaust, the whole setup on this thing. Gorgeous truck. Now, this is not a Bighorn. Notice it doesn't have fender flares. It's not a Laramie. This is an Express. This is the blacked out Express version. Now they did put 35-inch tires on it. Looks absolutely amazing with the Hurricane in it. But look at this truck and what you get here. Tinted windows as well too, but $54,500 for an MSRP. And remember, right now, Ram's running a minimum 15% off of any MSRP. Talk about a gorgeous, gorgeous truck. Stormtrooper look to it. I straight up love it. But if you're gonna buy, what we got to talk about is what to do if your credit is not perfect, okay? You got to be careful. Even if you got good credit and you have perfect credit, it's easier, but you got to be careful. So I'm going to dive into this. So if your credit isn't perfect, you have to be careful. Here's what some of the things that can happen. Now, perfect credit, or what we call well qualified, the advantage to that is that you get to pick, your stuff is already listed out there for you. What I mean by that is you already have the information. You can go to Ram's website and you can click on their finance offers and see that they're offering 0% for 60 months, which they are, or that they're offering 2.9 for 72 months, which they are, or if you want 84 months, they are offering it at 4.9, which they are. You can see this stuff on their website because you are already well qualified, top tier credit. You get all the good deals. You have no fears. They're not playing buy rate and sell rate games. Dealers aren't playing any games with you because you just simply qualify. So life is good. There's no getting out of it. There's no way to beat, you can't really pull the wool over somebody's eyes when they're top tier like that. They just kind of earn it. So that's a very good thing. Now, if you are not perfect credit, the thing that you got to do then too is, even if you are, you still want to research the rates. Again, check the websites, check with your credit union, check that stuff. But usually if you are perfect tier credit, in-house manufacturing, meaning if you finance this through Stellantis, will usually beat a credit union because they always, a lot of times, especially now we're back to it, other than when we had crap going on a couple years ago, but we are back to many offers of 0%, 2.9%, things like this happening. So you get those luxuries and those options, and those are usually coming from manufacturer financing. You want to take advantage of that. Now, less than perfect credit is where the games start to kick in. Okay, and I got a whole nother video I'm making on what these credit tiers are and how all this stuff is, and I don't have enough time. It's too long to put it all into one. So that video will come out before or after this. If you're a member in my channel memberships, members don't get anything exclusive. Members get early access to everything. So like when I publish this string of 5 videos I make tonight, I will put them out all at one time. Members will see all 5 at once, where you will see it when I publish 2 today, 2 tomorrow, 2 a week from now, whatever the case is. That's the advantage. But eventually you will see this video and that video on the credit rankings on there. But when you got less than perfect credit, games start kicking in. When you got medium credit, it gets even worse. And when you got bad credit, you're raked over the coals. There's no two ways about it. You are just, this is just a sick world that we live in today. And it's the people with bad credit that are the ones that, some got there through stupidity. Others got there because of bad things that have happened to them. Okay, things happen in life. Losing your job, something goes wrong. All of a sudden your roof fails on you and you need a new roof, and then the next thing you know, your water heater goes out, and then your truck breaks down and needs a $10,000 motor, and then 3 months later the transmission goes out and it needs $8,000 for a transmission, and next thing you know, you are over your eyeballs in debt and you can't survive, and now you got to try to to pay all this extra stuff. You're putting groceries on credit cards, gas on credit cards. Next thing you know, you're $50,000 in the hole and the world hates you. Okay, this is the reality of how things happen today. It happens to many people. The world lives paycheck to paycheck. They cannot tolerate these kind of things happening. And one happens and it snowballs into another and another and another, and that snowball grows and grows. And next thing you know, they're rolling downhill too fast and it is an ugly place. That's how credit goes from good credit to bad credit to how it works for a lot of people. Some Stupid game, stupid prizes. But a lot of people, it's not self-inflicted. It's just luck of the draw and the way things worked out. Believe it, don't. I don't care what you're thinking on it. But where does that stand for people? So here's what you get when you don't have perfect credit. You are going to fight the buy rate and the sell rate game. That buy rate and sell rate game means that basically because you are not top tier, you do not get to pick the credit rating or the interest rate that you see on the website and things like that. What happens is that the dealer knows that you can't do that. So he can get a rate from a bank for you, and then he can charge you more on it. He can get away with it because you don't really know what your rate's supposed to be because you're not top tier. So if you're not top tier and you're kind of, let's say you're, I don't even know what range, well, let's pick one here because I do have that note for that other thing I'm making. Let's say top tier starts at 781 and goes to 850, but let's say that your credit is 700. Say you got a 700 credit score. That's considered good, okay? It's not there, it's 3 tiers down. But 700, let's say you got a 700 credit score, in that world, they own you. Okay, and if it gets worse when you get down into the, below 6, okay, or even below 5, forget it below 5. But what I mean is that they own you because you don't know what rates really are until they start calling the bank. And when they start calling the banks, let's say the dealer says, let's say you want to buy this $50,000 truck and you're going to finance $50,000, talk them down $4,000 on it, or $5,000, you're going to buy it for 50. So they call the bank and they call the bank up and say, Tom Jones is here and he wants to buy this truck for $50,000. Here's his information. What's the rate? Bank comes back and says, we'll give it to him for 8%. You're like, okay, 8%. He comes back out to you and he says, talk to the bank. We got your financing all squared away. You are all set, ready to buy. We're going to give it to you for 10%. You're like, 10%? Really? Well, your credit score only being 700 in a world where 850 is top shelf, you're kind of down the list a little bit. Best bank would do is 10. So that's what you get. Take it or leave it. You're like, well, I guess it is what it is. I'll take it. So then you take it. You really only had to have 8, or it's really only 8, but the dealership's going to charge you an extra 2% for the bank. They're going to, as soon as you sign and you leave, they're going to call the bank and say, hey, you told us 8, we gave it to them for 10. That's 2% of $50,000. Send us our check in the mail. In the meantime, you pay thousands and thousands of extra dollars in interest on your truck so that the dealer could make a couple $100 off of you. That's the way that buy rate and sell rate works. And it happens at a lot of dealerships, but it only happens to people that are below prime credit because they can get away with it there because of the games that can be played. You can't do that on top tier. It just doesn't work that way. So diving into there, something you got to be careful of. Next one, mandatory down payment due to loan cost versus value. This one hits a lot too, especially in the used world. So let's say you want to pick up this truck again right here, and they're like, okay, and they tell you that your financing rate is going to be 12%. You're like, ooh, that hurts, and then it's there, and that's what you're thinking. Well, when they try to get the bank to do that, the bank comes back and says, you know what, with the 12% rate and what you're charging for the vehicle, the value of the vehicle is here, but your total loan amount that you're asking with interest and everything he has to pay is up here. It's too high. It's not, it's 120% of the loan. We can't afford to do that for him. Then the bank, or then the dealer comes out and instead of saying, oh, okay, we'll give him a better deal and we'll lower it. No. The dealership comes out and says, listen, Mr. Tom Jones, sounds pretty good. We're doing everything we can for you. But you got it. The problem we're running into here is that we need you to put some money down. The bank needs you to put money down on it. They don't need you to put money down for collateral as much as they need you to put the money down to get the loan ratio down to where it's closer that the bank will agree to finance it. And the dealer doesn't want to give up their money, so rather than cut you a better deal, the dealership is going to make you put money down on it to get that ratio closer so that the bank will authorize it. You see what I'm saying? You got to be careful with the games that are being played out on there. And then there's dealer backpedaling. Dealer backpedaling is another one. It happens sometimes too. And again, the worse your credit is, the more this stuff happens. So with a dealer backpedaling, so they'll come out and they'll tell you, let's say you're going to get a $30,000 truck, a used one. Say this truck, a couple years old, you're going to buy it for $30,000. They come back and they say, hey, we couldn't get you approved for the $30,000, but we got your back. We have your back, because here at Tom, Dick, and Harry Automotive, we take care of our customers. So we couldn't get you approved at $30,000, but we could get you approved at $28,000. So what we're going to do, we're going to eat the $2,000. We're going to eat the $2,000. We're going to let you have it for the 28 is what we're going to let you have it. But the rate's going to be 15% rather than the 10% we were looking at. When we were trying for 30% or 30,000 at 10%, they said no on that. And we talked to them, and if we could get them to do 28, they said they would, but it's still a risk for them. So they're going to make it be 15%. But don't worry, because you know, again, we got your back. We just gave you $2,000 off because we're trying everything we can to get you in this truck. So we're going to give you the $2,000 off and be there for you. The rate is going to be 15%. It's a little bit more, but we can handle that too because now we've talked to the bank, and rather than having to do 60 months, we can now do 72 months on it. So we can still keep that payment where it needs to be for you. We here at Tom, Dick, and Harry Motors have your back. See what I mean? Danger. Be very, very careful of the back pedal deals. Things like that happen where they come in with one, they back pedal, and then they're going to help you out and move you forward. These are things that, again, these are games that are played on people that have bad credit or that are struggling with credit or medium duty credit, somebody outside of the top 2 tiers. What are those top 2 tiers? I'll give them to you real quick again. If you are 740 or above, you are in good shape. If you are under 740, you are not in good shape, and stuff can start happening. And the lower down the line you get, the worse the games are. So just keep that in mind. Questions, comments, let me know. Thanks for watching.